My name is Ben Sherman, and coming up, I'll take a look at the state of the race on the Electoral College map.
Election Day is 2 weeks from today, and our reporter Ben Sherman joins us to take a look at how the electoral map is shaping up.
Thanks, Tegan. So behind me we have the Electoral College map, courtesy of 270towin.com. There are 7 key swing states in this election. Let's start up here with the traditional blue wall. Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Key states that Trump flipped in 2016, Biden got him back for the Democrats in 2020. If Kamala Harris wants to win this election, she needs a sweep up here in the blue wall. Her polling averages are ahead, consistently ahead, in Wisconsin and Michigan. We're going to give those to her for now. Pennsylvania, let's get back to it later. Let's also talk about the Sun Belt, fastest growing region in the United States. North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, Nevada. Let's start with Nevada. Only 6 electoral votes, but key if Kamala Harris wants to be the next president. Has not gone for a Republican since 2004 when George Bush won it. We're going to give those 6 votes to Kamala Harris. Now, Arizona has not gone. It was a traditionally red state. In 2020, Biden upset Donald Trump there on the back of Latino voters. We're going to give that to Donald Trump this year. He is ahead in the polls consistently by over a point in Arizona. Georgia, another big Biden upset in 2020. Black voters got it done for him in Georgia by a very narrow margin. We're going to give that back to Donald Trump, however. The traditionally red state is trending back in his direction. Now, North Carolina, Mark Robinson, the GOP candidate for governor, embattled. Trump has consistently backed him and consistently maintained a slight lead in the polls. Many people are saying this is the closest state in this race. However, has not gone for a Democrat since 2008 when Barack Obama won it. We're going to give those 16 votes back to Donald Trump. Now, Pennsylvania, it all comes down to Pennsylvania. 19 electoral votes. If Donald Trump takes Pennsylvania, he gets to 281. He will be the next president of the United States. Flip that around to Kamala Harris. She will be the next president of the United States if she carries Pennsylvania and sweeps that blue wall. Guys, these 7 states are going to be razor thin on November 5th and will determine which way this election falls. Tegan, Caroline? I'm Ben Sherman. Coming up, we're going to take a look at some of the latest polling numbers just a week out from the presidential election.
With just a week left, both campaigns are paying attention to their poll numbers in the 7 key swing states.
That's right, and our reporter Ben Sherman is back to give us a look at just how close these polls really are. Ben?
This race is down to the wire, and we need to take a closer look at those 7 swing states and where they stand. Let's start with Arizona. Trump up 1.9 points in Arizona. Look at that. Those polls look like railroad tracks. Dead even. He's opened up the lead in the month of October, and he's held it. Same trend in Georgia. A little narrower, but the same trend. Railroad tracks. Beginning of October, him and Kamala Harris within a point of each other. He's opened up over a 1.5 lead in Georgia. North Carolina, a little narrower, but the same deal. Railroad tracks in the last 2 weeks. He's opened up a lead and maintained it. Let's look at some good news for Kamala Harris. Up half a point in Michigan, but the not so good news, that's down from almost 3 points earlier in the summer and just got narrower and narrower and narrower. Let's look also, Robert Kennedy, when he was in the race, his supporters, when he dropped out, coalesced around Donald Trump. That is also part of why those polls have narrowed. Let's look at the 3 closest states in this election. The states that we're not going to call because they are just too narrow to call at this point. Pennsylvania, 0.3 points lead for Donald Trump. Kamala Harris was leading in this state, mind you, just a week ago. Again, those polls just dead even. Kamala Harris held the lead. Now she doesn't. Same deal in Nevada, even narrower, 0.2 points. Those lines are just forming into that purple line. Kamala Harris had that lead, has lost it in the month of October. Wisconsin, dead even, guys. Dead even in Wisconsin. Kamala Harris, bad news. She was up over 3 points earlier in the summer, and that's just gotten narrower and narrower and narrower. Let's look, with those updated poll numbers, let's update our Electoral College map. Those last 3 states we're not going to call because they are genuinely too close to call. Trump standing at 262 Electoral College votes, Kamala Harris at 241. Again, like we said last week, Pennsylvania is the key to this election. If you can win Pennsylvania, you have a nice looking path to victory. Either way, it's going to be razor thin 1 week from tonight. Guys,